We are live. It is Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Time for week 5 of Margarete Miller with me, Peace and Cues, and Mini Maker on the other screen. I do have the StreamYard link pinned to the top. So anybody that wants to join us on panel, hit the link and we'll let you on up. If you're just crafting at home, craft along with us. Let's have some fun. So this week's prompts were a sewing item, which I'm looking in my box going, did I ever find a sewing item? I don't think I did.
Something you realize that I didn't either.
Something your state or country is known for, an item representing a childhood memory, something ornate, something that starts with L, and something pink. I do have the advantage, though, that my sewing stuff is within an arm's reach. So don't know if that's the case with you.
Everything being within arm's reach?
Yeah. Well, your sewing stuff being within arm's reach.
Well, I have my needles, but the problem is all my thread is at your house.
Oh.
So yeah. I will be making something up.
That creates a problem. I went and grabbed a spool of thread.
Let's see if I can.
Oh, and I need a glue page. A glue page, because, yep. So one of my plans kind of changed, like, spur of the moment today, because I was working on something else, and I was like, "Ooh, that could work in tonight's journal." I was like, not journal, tonight's
prompt thing.
Yes, the thing.
Okay, I'm going in with a half plan here.
I have lost track of many days this week.
I feel that.
So, yeah, I feel very discombobulated. Definitely feeling very uncraft inspired. I was talking about that on the video that I was recording a little bit ago, working in my 60s journal. I'm like, I don't really feel like journaling, like doing this, but if I don't break through the blah, I'll never like get back into my craft room.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if I don't want to be doing it, it's like I need to get in there and do it, because the longer I take, the longer it takes.
Yeah, well, and that's a popular like therapy thing too, is if you don't feel like doing something you enjoy, it's probably a good sign to do it anyway.
Yeah, it's usually probably a good sign to also speak with your doctor, because you're probably experiencing at least some low level depression. Yeah.
Which I definitely am. I was on the brink of being like, hey, can we skip this week? And then I decided, nope, that's exactly why it should be done.
So clearly the sewing part of this is going to be totally, I'm like, yep. Because, I get a sneeze.
Bless you.
For a second there, I wasn't sure if there was another one trailing behind it. Okay, so we're gonna start with that. there. Yeah, I mean, I haven't like just been sitting around doing nothing. I've focused in on working on my cross stitch stuff, so that way I'm at least still moving and creating.
Yeah, I just have that thing. I almost threw those. That thing that we discussed yesterday is weighing a little bit heavier today.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let it. It's okay to feel down. You just don't stay down. That's my whole thing.
For sure. Get my stinky glue out.
I glued the wrong part.
Do what?
I glued the wrong part of the paper.
Whoops.
Fun times, fun times.
It's funny. I was watching a replay of, I think it was last week's video, or it was one of our unboxing videos, and it was when we got the unicorn puppet.
Oh yeah.
And I, in the background, I hear Mina say, "Did it fart?" or "Did you fart?" or something like that. I'm like, "Oh, how funny!" Yeah. We have to remember we can't get away with stuff like that with her around.
Which it wasn't a fart, but oh no, I'm gonna have to figure out how to reattach my page.
Uh-oh.
My page is coming out.
Uh-oh. Do you have any washi tape there?
Do I?
Or is that all here too?
Do I have any washi tape? You're funny.
Well, I know you have it. I just don't know if you have it there.
I brought it home from your house. Do you think I'll go another day without it now?
No, because I wasn't sure you brought some home.
Yeah, I brought all of it home.
Oh. Oh, I know what our state is known for.
Literally the most known, I suppose. Okay, I went a little.
I've never been up inside the needle. Your dad has.
Well, and that kind of ties into two different of the prompts. Two of the prompts also, so. I've never used this washi tape.
Your dad helped your cousins when they lived over in Seattle and they were running a restaurant cleaning business. Your dad helped them on a job cleaning the restaurant at the top of the needle.
Love it.
So he got to go up inside it. And I'm like, no, thank you.
This little page rip is causing a bit of a detour, but we'll make it work.
Yep, make it work. And honestly, back then, I probably would have gone up in it had it been offered to me, because that was prior to me realizing that, before I developing the vertigo.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd go up in it now.
I get really bad vertigo, but I'd probably still try it. I would regret it. But I love heights, and I love being up high, and I love seeing, like landscapes, and the view's got to be amazing from up there.
Yeah. Well, except I pass out. Just so I wouldn't get to see much.
Yeah, mine's not that bad, luckily.
I'd see the backs of my, the back of my head.
I just get dizzy.
And then I'd see the ground when I woke up.
I forgot. That's okay.
And I was watching an episode of Amazing Race. This last season, they actually ended in Seattle. And I don't know if this is always an option or if they just did it for the Amazing Race. But one of the challenges they had to do was walk around the outside on top of the Space Needle.
Ooh.
So you've got, the round platform. There was 4 stations, on the 4 points. Yeah. And they had to come from the center pivot, come down to the first one, and then they had to go all the way around to grab pieces from all 4 pedestals and then back up to the center to get their flag. And I'm like, is that, it made me wonder, is that an option? Is that like a tourist thing? Or did they just do that for the show? I mean, I could never do it. I mean, multiple reasons why I could never do something like the Amazing Race. Like, can't walk long distances. I can't run. I'm not supposed to walk on uneven distances, surfaces. I can't do heights without passing out. I'm a horrible swimmer. Shall we go on? I mean,
I could do the Amazing Race. The Amazing Race back to my bed for a nap.
Wah, wah. Even that you'd win if you were racing me, because even if we were walking, you'd still be able to walk faster than I could.
Oh, lately, catching up. Well, I guess you're catching up. My body is really starting to let me down too.
Welcome to being my child.
Yep, that's why I said lovely genetics.
Do you like me sending you random, hey, this is ornate. These are ornate.
Yeah, I'm still, I don't know. I had a hard time with that one.
Oh, sounds like your dad's emptying the dishwasher. Only took 4 days. Oh, did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear anything. Squishy, squish. Blubber nuggets.
Blubber nuggets?
Blubber nuggets.
Yeah. I hear Arrow outside barking.
Get my row.
I hate when things, my stamp does not want to stick to the plastic. It keeps falling off. Making me mad.
I really thought I had set aside more stuff than this, but
I'm like, wow, this one went super quick for me too. And I'm like, okay, let's find something else to add on here. It's very strange how much these prompts and my prompts for Carrie Griffiths are like very
similar.
Like his has music and a childhood memory. Or a memory, not a childhood memory, but a memory. And I'm like, well, but yeah, music. They both had music. They both had memory. Something had to do with memory.
Music. Please tell me this one didn't have anything to do with music.
Oh, maybe it didn't.
Because I did not pull any music stuff out.
It didn't.
Okay, thank you.
That would be me.
Making me panic a little.
Because that was probably supposed to be the page that I took out for the other one. I probably took it out for his, but because it was in the
project
box with this one, it
happens.
Yep.
Where's my page corner?
Woof.
Ooh, so that's gonna get cut off.
Woof woof woof. Woof woof woof. What?
Woof woof woof.
You can hear him?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, I was getting ready to say you could probably hear me more than you could hear him, but
woof woof woof.
I can hear him.
I've never used this washi tape either. And I just broke it.
He's sitting out on the front porch, barking at the door, wanting to be let back in.
Goof, goof, goof.
And I'm like, dude. Oh. There's a herd of elephants running through my house now.
Cutest elephants ever.
Definitely getting to know the sound of like when one of the dogs stumbles. Like when Lizzie's hip goes out from under her.
Yeah.
Kind of getting to know the sound of her thump. Or the slide across the kitchen floor. I think she's done that enough times now that she's like, okay, slow down. So she runs full speed from the dining all the way in through the living room, spins around, runs full speed, and then hits her brakes. And then across the kitchen floor.
You know what it reminds me of, though? Is that in the old house when we first put in the hardwood?
Yeah. When everybody go all Bambi.
Yeah. Jorah, especially. And that dog did not know how to slow down.
Definitely not.
Miss that old cuckoo bird.
least you always know where she's at.
Yep.
I need another piece of music for the other one.
Bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Ugh. I need a secondary. I need a second box. One for Margarete Miller. One for Carrie Griffith.
No, you didn't tell us if you had anything in common last week.
I didn't. I was actually well, we hadn't really talked about it since then.
Sure.
With Gail.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing this last week. I was like, huh, we broke the streak. Yeah, she kind of had a little bit of trouble with last week's too. She seemed to be like, okay, it's done.
Us this week.
Kind of like how we were. It was like, okay, well, yeah. We didn't have the prompts with it. Don't ask me in a month to explain to you what that was supposed to be. Because I certainly wouldn't remember.
For the first time since I've got these, I can honestly say I think I need to sharpen my Cricut scissors. They are not wanting to cut.
Mine are not cutting fabric anymore. I've cut enough paper with them that they won't cut fabric now. But okay. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do Carrie Griffiths this week without it having 3D stuff on it, because these are getting a little on the chunky side.
I know, I'm pretty sure that's why I'm losing a page. I'm getting too...
Pages are getting too heavy.
Yeah. But so far it's just the one. So far.
I say, always, like I did with my 70s journal, run some Fabri-Tac down the center and then washi. I like Fabri-Tac the washi tape in.
That's what I did on this side. I just have to find one to put on this side that'll... Well, I have zigzag. I can throw some zigzag washi on there.
There you go. That way it doesn't take out the aesthetic.
Yeah. I just have to find it.
If I can find it.
There it is.
One of the channels that I watch is already, she starts her week out doing Margarete Miller. So I'm like, I've already seen some people's week 5s.
I don't watch anybody else's because I don't want to be influenced.
Oops. So much for marking off. I still managed to ink up my... my
Your thing.
mat.
Oh, it's gonna bug me that I didn't glue that in the middle, but that's okay.
Well, and I don't know. She's one of the people that I'm staying subscribed to. You know, so she keeps her sub count. But I don't really watch her videos because she doesn't like talk you through stuff.
Yeah.
Like she does an introduction at the beginning and then puts everything on fast motion.
Oh yeah.
And then comes back, see, I'm done. And I'm like,
Lame sauce. Those little corners down that I just popped up on accident. That's just gonna have to do.
I see a fuzzy bunny.
You should see 2 fuzzy bunnies. So, I can't see my date. There we go.
Oh, I was only looking on one side. I always forget you do the double page.
That's the last week of January.
It is, and I have all of February's already scheduled. Went through and got them put on StreamYard today. I got something done today.
I did not. I will be honest. I laid in bed. No, I take that back. I cleaned half my room and I got a lot of the kitchen done. I have a table again.
I got my video from last night finally uploaded today. That took forever all by itself. Sorting through that massive pile. So I got that done last night. And then I said I did a recording for the 60s journal. Kind of did a little bit of decorating in there. But oh, I cross-stitching guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs. So are you all done?
See?
Guinea pig.
So down here it'll say Rate of 4-H, April seminar, Reserve and Show and Best in Show.
Washington apples. Sorry, I'm looking at yours.
Yes, Washington apples. See, and I have my apple stamp set that I'd pulled out. And then when I was working in the journal, I pulled out my plastic things of brads. I'm like, I have apple brads.
Ooh, there you go.
So hey, Anthony. Yeah, slow internet does that for sure. I just snipped the legs off the back so that I could glue them flat.
Gotcha.
So what did you improvise for your sewing item?
I put a little sewing string thingy over here on my ribbon.
A sewing string thingy?
A thread. There we go. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I could have just glued the needle. Oh, look, I have a needle.
You do have a needle. Not that right kind of needle, but you do have a needle.
I thought about just attaching the needle in there, but I know me, I'd go to turn the page and stab myself somehow, so.
Yeah. So I just kind of swirled some pink thread. I got lots of pink going on this week.
Yes. Lots of pink.
I'm like getting all kinds of weird sensory. Like now I'm smelling bleach.
Huh. I can't smell anything right now, so.
You sound stuffed up.
Yeah, I've had some sinus stuff going on the last couple of days. Everybody at work's mad at me because they think I'm sick, and I'm like, I've had sinus issues since I was a kid. Relax.
Yep. So something your state or country is known for?
I feel like mine's pretty obvious. I did the Space Needle in part of Seattle.
And I have my Washington apples, greens and reds. And they're my bingo markers.
I saw that. I like that.
An item representing a childhood memory.
Bunnies.
Bunnies.
I have bunnies, and I also have clovers because I was a 4-H kid, and it wasn't until I printed them out and cut them out that I realized they're 3-leaf clovers, but we're going to pretend we didn't see that. And I also have the breast cancer ribbon up here to go with the story of the ribbon, which is a child from my storyhood.
Yep, child from your storyhood. And it's pink.
And it's pink.
So my bingo card is my childhood memory. That was going to the Moose Lodge with my dad and helping little Annie. It's funny that, how few memories I have growing up, but I remember her and I remember her name. She was in her early 90s, and I would help her mark her bingo cards every Sunday while my dad was cooking breakfast at the Moose Lodge.
Oh, I forgot the Space Needle ties into my childhood memories as well, because I've only been to Seattle once in my life, and it was for that car, the swap meet. The Volkswagen swap meet. I should put a Volkswagen on there.
You could have.
I know I have a bus die cut somewhere around here.
Maybe next week. I've already cheated and looked at next week's prompts. Something ornate.
That one how did I manage to grab all of them except the one I needed? Struggled a little bit with that one because I don't really own anything that's particularly ornate, but I went with gold. I hate gold, but it's sparkly and it's pretty and it's shiny. So I have 2 different gold washies and then this little chain thing that I had laying around. I don't know. It was decorative. I rolled with it.
I was laughing at this. There you go.
Wait, what are we laughing at? Oh. Oh, I know, right? Literally. So that comment for, I guess, viewers and whatever. I lived in Issaquah, which is, okay, I guess I've been to Seattle twice, but the last time was just driving through. That doesn't count. The first time I ever legitimately visited Seattle was for the Volkswagen swap meet. But yes, I lived in Issaquah and avidly avoided Seattle.
Yeah. Leave it to your brother to point that out.
Yeah.
So I have lots of different things that I would consider ornate because a lot of the die cut stuff is. So I have my swirly here. I've got love cut out in cursive, which is also my something that starts with L. And then I also have this little gate down here, which for this week is serving as my prompt holder.
Prompt holder. Yeah, my ornate isn't, I don't know. I don't know if it counts as ornate, but it does to me. And that's what matters.
Exactly.
It's up for interpretation.
Absolutely. Something that starts with L.
I have love and limitless.
Love and limitless.
Which aren't something, but they are values, which values are something. And to love is a value, and to be limitless, I suppose, is a value.
Well, I also have love. So we were thinking alike again.
We were. And we both went with curly cursive letters, which is funny.
There. I'll zoom in on my a little bit.
And lace.
That's funny.
I have lace.
Ooh.
Staring me in the face. I don't know how I almost forgot it.
Yeah, I could have went with lace too.
I know you have all my lace and all of your lace.
Yeah, got lots of lace. Anthony, you should get Lynn doing this.
Yes, agreed.
Just get a whole week to prepare for the next week.
Get her in here.
And then a bonus, something that's pink.
I have pink clouds and my pretty pink ribbon.
I got pink and pink and pink and pink. Even my music paper that I accidentally put in here instead of my other one is pink.
Oh, don't we all? But this is a good opportunity. This is a good opportunity to avoid those things she has to catch up on.
And even my prompts are printed on pink paper.
Oh, I never thought about putting them on. Okay, never mind. Too late.
Well, I printed them out all at the one time, but
yeah. I should have printed it on.
That's the thing, though, Anthony, is that this, at the end of each week, we give the prompts for next week. All she's got to do is, either do like I do, and like tomorrow, I go through and I try to find as many things in my craft room that fit within those prompts, and then over the course of the week, I add to my little bucket, or I subtract, and then on Tuesday morning before, that I go through it and I take out what I'm not going to use.
Or,
it's, an hour or so of her time on a Tuesday.
I was going to say, or she can do it the ADHD way, and then, we're going live in an hour. Let me get all my stuff together.
Absolutely. Or you could do it like your sister.
Yeah.
My numbers are still drying.
I know, I'm going to have to leave my book open for a little bit because I'm going to pepper tack the spine.
Oh, you don't want to glue your book closed?
No, not particularly. I actually kind of like this spread. I don't want to ruin it. Like the other one I wasn't too fond of. Why couldn't that have been the one that got ruined?
Well, it's kind of, and yeah, there's definitely been a couple where I'm like, but it's still fun to go back and look.
Yeah, agreed.
This one's still growing on me. I'm still not in love with it, but I'm not hating it as much.
That one, right? I liked that one.
This one.
Oh, I like both of those. I know that your issue mostly was that it was too busy, but I think it's still cohesive, at least.
Way busy. And I think I'm struggling with that because I only have a small page. So I think that's becoming a challenge in and of itself, is simplifying it so that it doesn't overcrowd.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Woo, 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 woo. That's something to celebrate.
Cute little Holland lops.
Yes,
look at that little tort. Anyway.
All right. So prompts for next week. There's a lot of not necessarily open for interpretation, but a lot of room for varying ideas on like what to use.
A form.
I'm like, a form, like a business form, like a dress form. Like a what?
A dress form?
Yeah. See, I just said that too.
I know we said it at the same time. It was kind of funny.
But yeah, it's like, like what kind of form? Same with an object hung on a wall. I mean, the obvious is a picture, but
I don't know if that's obvious because I have a lightsaber hung on my wall. Thank you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But each individual person, is going to see something different because, it was like items on a bookshelf. Well, people that don't read aren't going to have books on their bookshelf. They're going to have bookshelves full of other stuff.
Cactus.
A piece of ribbon. Transportation. So I said, maybe you can use your bus next week.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing for this one.
Something sharp. A photo of your family or a family member. And a form.
Form is the only one that's tripping me up. But everything else I can tie in just fine. I've already got ideas.
I've given up on the idea that I'm ever going to have anything that is cohesive and makes sense. Because ironically, the one that I like the least is the only one that's the most cohesive one I've had so far. Because it's all spacey and glittery and, weird.
Yeah. I know there's somebody else that's probably going to watch on Replay Crew because she's at work right now who would love doing this too. And I've been trying to rope her into it. So when she watches this, she better write down them prompts for next week.
And I've got, I'm on the free StreamYard. I think I can have like 5 or 6 people on panel.
Yeah, the problem is that most of the time she works 6 to 10.
I know.
So we're kind of at like the most inconvenient live time for her, but doesn't mean she can't play along. I'm watching you.
You're watching me?
I'm watching her. I'm waiting.
Oh, I'm like, what were you watching me do? Mute my microphone?
Let me get the Carl.
Hi, Carl. Oh, Carl's on a trip to Seattle.
You gotta get
Is he going for a rabbit show or a car show?
Both. Carl does it all.
Although, we never went to Seattle for a rabbit show. And all the years, we never went. We never went west. Yeah, I think that's a good use of your funds, Anthony, to update your server. Because it's probably pretty important. You're going to be running an internet-based business.
You kind of need the good interwebs to have an interwebs business. Okay, Carl.
Have Lynn watch one of these and see if it's something she'd like to play along with. Worst she can say is no, but she's not going to know if you don't show her and ask her.
Why ain't she in that Replay Crew, huh?
So,
giving her a hard time.
I don't even think she's subscribed to my channel, so.
Gasp.
Oh, yeah, then you're way overdue for an update. For that far behind. And I just did transportation in Carrie's. Last week I had transportation in Carrie Griffith's prompts.
You know what, though? I think I left my bus at your house again. I think the pizza box of ephemera is still at your house. I don't remember bringing it in.
I don't think so.
That means it's in my car. Which means it's lost to the abyss for now.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it anywhere.
I'm in the process of very slowly cleaning my car.
Look at this. We have to take a trip to Idaho and slap her?
Yeah, I think so. But tell her happy birthday.
Yeah. Did you take her out to dinner or anything for her birthday?
Clean the house for her. I would say go on a picnic, but it's a little cold.
And a little cold for a picnic.
Watch a movie. Make some popcorn. Some tea. Ooh, nice chai tea latte, popcorn, movie. Might take myself on a date.
It's the only way you'll get what you want.
Oh, yeah. We did that Friday and Saturday. Oh.
2-day date. Ooh.
Goals. Well, happy birthday, sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Whoop.
Or as Mina does it.
That's easier for me.
I can't do it the way she'll turn her hands up. I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati.
Illuminati. It's probably better than the original.
Maybe. Well, all right. That is week 5. So stay tuned. Week 6. If you want to play along, again, rewind a little bit when we tell you what the prompts are. Get yourself ready. Let me know. And I'll give you the StreamYard link. You can come up on panel with us. If you don't want to come up on panel, you're always welcome in chat. So until next time, we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Toodles.
Whew, my mouse isn't working.
Well, almost toodles.
Oh, it's because I turned it off when I thought I was turning it on.
Mom took us to lunch Saturday. Got a 4-day pottery class for her birthday. Oh, so cute.
Oh, fun. 4-day pottery class. Fun.
Now toodles.
Bye. Now toodles.
Bye. Toodles. My needles.